Okay, so
stop meeting like this.
we do need to stop meeting like this. It's been how long? Weeks, and we haven't changed or anything.
No, I meant on the note that we talked
No,
about.
I know what you mean. I'm trying to add some or inject some levity into a very, just a sad moment, sad topic, whatever, for our fans out there, avid comic book readers, followers, etc. I'm sure they got the news this week, or if it's however long it takes us to get this video out. But sadly, George Perez has passed away after a very long battle with I think it was stage 3 pancreatic cancer. I didn't know that he was sick. I don't know if many people did. I don't even know when he found out, but it was certainly over the last couple months. The news had gotten out, and he had started to, sounds terrible, but almost like wrap up his affairs, say his goodbyes. He did like a recent tour through DC Comics head offices. Now they'd moved to West Coast and all of that, and Jim Lee and all of them were there to sort of honor him, spend time with him, but also give him a bit of send-off, because soon after that he went into hospice care, because it was just the end
and I
was
know
coming.
it sounds horrible, but like, when we got the news on Neil Adams, like, I was so surprised, because like you said, it's as sad as it is, we were expecting George Perez, because we know, like,
sure, we were involved in those last few days, weeks, etc. Yeah, for sure. Neil Adams was that out of nowhere shock and surprise. I don't know which one. I mean, both hit hard in their same ways, and these are two people that, in my opinion, were cornerstones of the comic book world and industry. I mean, as much of a revolutionary and as much of a pioneer as Neil Adams was, so was George Perez. I mean, hand on heart, I still believe today that there is no artist in the industry that could draw every single conceivable character on Marvel side or on DC side as on point and perfectly
consistently
correct as George Perez did. And some guys do things and faces look similar, bodies look similar heights, etc. Him, it was not the case. If someone was supposed to be short, they were drawn short. They had the right facial expressions. They had the right look about them, whether it was Wolverine, Superman, Lobo, Thanos, whatever it was. I mean, this is the guy that was the original artist on the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, every possible character that was relevant in Marvel at that time, right the way up to the Living Tribunal, and all the way down to like Pip the Troll. And this guy drew them on point and just perfectly in my...
and it's insane that he did so many big, because I mean, he did DC's Crisis on Infinite Earth, I think.
Yes.
The Wonder Woman, Titans.
Correct. So
like,
again,
I know more the DC stuff, but like...
but going on to that, it's like the biggest event in DC history in terms of multiversal blah blah blah, and he was the artist because he could draw everyone brilliantly. Same thing on Marvel's side. The biggest event in Marvel's history, Infinity Gauntlet, and that was your artist. I mean, it's enough said right there.
Yeah, definitely.
And from what I could see, he was just one of those people. At all the cons, he was approachable. You could talk to him for hours. He was just a fan's type of creator, just made time for people. Mentoring and guiding people as well, similar to how Neil Adams did. It's just another big, huge loss, man. It's crazy. We actually can't cover all the work that he had done.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Such a big body of
and
it.
It's actually, it makes me like upset, dude, because we just in South Africa entering that thing where seeing and meeting like really big famous artists is just a remote reality.
For sure.
And now we're losing all these legends, so it's just like we'll never ever like just period, like
100%. No, you're right, totally. I don't know if this is the right forum to say or speak on it. I don't know. One thing I can say, in credit to like the likes of Marvel and DC, was they re-released the whole Marvel versus DC story, 4-part story, in a collected graphic novel, and all the proceeds were going to his family.
That's awesome. Nice.
For the hospice care and just for them as a whole sort of thing. So I think that's awesome. I think there's kudos there that the two companies decided let's do this thing that we were both involved in and just give all that money and all those proceeds away.
Good to hear for a change.
Yeah, I'm dying to get a hold of that copy just so, for nothing else, I can support. And that money goes to where it needs to go. What does sadden me and angers me a little bit is I have seen people on social media and stuff, Facebooks and all the rest, who have got multiple copies. Great, awesome. You bought multiple copies, and now they're flipping them at double or triple the price.
Yeah, and so it always happens, dude.
It does, and yeah, that just just have some respect. You know, even if you're not a hardcore fan, even if you don't know who the hell he was and how important he was to the industry, just...
That's one thing I can say. It's like, you and I both have our gripes with the local industry, and we've had good and bad experiences, but I'll never forget, actually, on our Shire, which is, anyone who doesn't know, if you're watching from overseas, it's like kind of our local Facebook community group. Yeah. And Stan Lee had just passed away, and someone tried to post a book, and he got trashed for it. Like,
good. Good.
And it was, again, the typical like flipping, making it like a gazillion rand more than what it usually went for, and like too soon, dude. And like, he got a hard time. So
good, and shout out to the local community for doing stuff like that. Like I say, I haven't seen it locally here. I just saw it on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, and there, again, in defense of that, there were guys in those posts calling these people out and saying, bad form, you don't do that, you know what I mean? It's like, this was someone special to us, how dare you go and try and make a quick buck off his passing. So it angers me that it happens, but just kudos to the loyal, wholesome, down-to-earth people in the community that won't tolerate or stand for that kind of a thing. It's just, by all means, buy 2 copies if you want to support the family. I'm all for that. Don't buy multiple just for the sake of making that quick buck. It's not cool. So, that's off my chest. What I am hoping for, and what I have seen already, is just all over Twitter and social media, is all the legends paying tribute, sending off like they did with Neil, which I think is amazing. Last night I watched the cartoonist Kayfabe guys. They did a quick sort of on-the-spot interview with Rob Liefeld, who was very close to Neil Adams and friend of the family and everything like that. And he was giving some stories about Neil and his experiences and art that he's got of Neil's original art piece, like panels and stuff, and how some of it is he's keeping, and others of like one of Neil's title things that he did were the Muhammad Ali versus Superman fight.
I've got the graphic novel down there, but anyway. Yeah,
so he managed to come across some original panels and bought them on auction and gave them to the family, because he's trying to help the family collect all of the original art from that and put it together. And I'm just hoping that the kayfabe guys or just other guys in that industry do something like that and share.
I'm sure they will do
those memories and experiences and stuff like that of George, and I'm sure it'll happen. So it's nice. It's almost like a eulogy in a way,
especially for dudes like us, man, that it's as weird as it sounds, can't go and do anything overseas and can't go to the funeral. You know, it's cool to see them put stuff on the web, you know.
Definitely, and guys sharing those happy memories and thoughts and experiences. So from all of us here at the Asylum Pod, South Africa even, just, you will be missed, George. You were amazing, and I think I speak for both of us when I say just thanks for the memories, thanks for the awesome stories. You did definitely impacted my life and yours too. So